Mastering Adverse for IELTS Success. Imagine you're sailing smoothly across calm waters when suddenly the sky darkens and fierce winds begin to blow. This sudden shift from favorable to unfavorable conditions perfectly illustrates our word of focus today, adverse. Understanding and using this word correctly can significantly enhance your IELTS performance, potentially boosting you towards that coveted band score of 8.0. Word type: adverse is primarily used as an adjective, meaning adverse means unfavorable, harmful, or working against. It describes conditions, situations, or effects that are not conducive to success or well-being. Word history: the word adverse has its roots in Latin. It comes from the Latin adversus, which means turned against or hostile. This term is derived from ad, meaning to or toward, and versus, the past participle of vertere, which means to turn. Over time, it entered the English language through Old French, retaining its core meaning of opposition or hostility. Antonyms. Some antonyms of adverse include favorable, beneficial, advantageous, and propitious. Synonyms. Synonyms for adverse include unfavorable, detrimental, harmful, hostile, and antagonistic. Examples used in sentences. Let's explore how to use adverse in various contexts. The hikers faced adverse weather conditions, including heavy rain and strong winds, which forced them to abandon their expedition. Despite the adverse economic climate, the startup managed to secure significant funding and expand its operations. The new medication had some adverse effects on patients, prompting researchers to reconsider its formulation. Adverse criticism from respected literary circles did not deter the author from publishing her controversial novel. Common errors in use. While adverse is a powerful word to elevate your English, it's crucial to avoid common mistakes. One frequent error is confusing adverse with averse. Remember, adverse refers to unfavorable conditions or effects, while averse means having a strong dislike or opposition to something. For example, you might say the team persevered despite adverse circumstances, but you would say he is averse to taking unnecessary risks. Another mistake is using adverse when you mean adversary. An adversary is an opponent or enemy, not an unfavorable condition. For instance, you wouldn't say adverse team in a sports context. Instead, you'd say opposing team or adversary. Mastering the word adverse and using it accurately in your IELTS speaking and writing tasks can demonstrate a sophisticated vocabulary. It shows your ability to describe challenging situations or negative impacts with precision. Remember, adverse conditions aren't just bad, they actively work against desired outcomes. By incorporating this nuanced understanding into your language use, you're well on your way to achieving that band score of 8.0.